Happy holidays. Are you guys having a happy holidays? Yeah. You are, aren't you? You there who is wearing the 3D glasses that you do not need to wear just yet. But you can if you would like. Would you like to keep them on? Go ahead and keep them on. You look good in them, youngster. I do not look so good in them. Does anybody need 3D glasses? Anybody raise your hand if you need 3D glasses? You all got them? Okay, we're just checking the volume here. Make sure we don't blast you or anything like that. I was on a tour earlier today. Somebody came up to me at the end of the tour and they said it was so loud the entire tour. And I felt horrible. I burst into tears. Do you believe that? No? Okay. Well, I was a little unhappy though. Let's make sure we have the volume right. If it's too loud, raise your hands. If it's too quiet, raise your hands. If it's just right, raise your hands. It's the Goldilocks tour. Well, I am Chris, and it's good to have you here. Cheers, everybody! Cheers! Oh, look at all you. Oh, did you just cheers me with a Grinch? What is that? Is that a Grinch? Oh, you like the Grinch? Okay, are you the early part of the movie Grinch, or are you the later part of the movie Grinch? Later! Oh, so your heart grew. How many, what is it, 3 sizes? Nobody up here is even, have any of you seen the movie The Grinch?
Yes.
3 sizes, right? It got 3 sizes bigger?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I know that movie. No, actually I do. This is our driver, Dean. Everybody say hi, Dean.
Hi.
Dean, is your heart 3 sizes bigger today? He goes, supposed to be? No. I trust you with my life. As long as you get us back safely, that's all that matters, okay? I think we're going to get out of here in a couple of seconds. You guys raring to go? Yeah, let's go down there. We're going to go see Real Hollywood. Let's do it. Let's get out of here. We're underway. How's the tour going so far? Pretty good? Okay. We'll try to blow your mind straight. Who's here for the very first time? Oh, nice. I can tell you anything and you'll believe me, right? No, I will not lie to you. I will not lie. This is an amazing place. Everything I'm about to say is true. My name is Jim. No, it's Chris. Everything else will be true. Hey, let's get this party going with our co-host, the star of the Tonight Show, Mr. Jimmy Fallon, right here.
Oh, hey there. You made it. Welcome to the Universal Studio Tour. I'm Jimmy Fallon. I'll be making sure that you get through this experience in one piece. You've got the very best guide,
Chris.
and the greatest driver,
Dean.
They're the best. I love it. Even though Chris owes me $5. I know you guys are excited to get on the tour, but first, a few safety
Right,
rules.
let's take care of the safety rules. Hey, first things first, if kids look like they might slip out the sides, you might want to move in the middle. Like if their feet don't touch the floor. That's not a rule, that's just a suggestion. Or just really hang on tight to the kids so they don't fall out. I have yet to see a kid fall out of the tour. Dean, have you ever see a kid fall out? He's shaking his head no. Yeah, don't be the first. Oh yeah, he just said, no, he said, I've seen people jump out. So have I. Occasionally people have jumped out. So let me change the rules here. Don't jump out. Hey, seriously, some guy jumped out and we told him get back in and he got back in and then like 10 minutes later he jumped out again. I don't know what he was thinking. I don't have any idea. And then he went home early. All right, here's the actual safety stuff. Stay seated when the tram is in motion. Keep your arms and legs inside at all times. There's no smoking or vaping on board, but you can take all the pictures you want. Take pictures. You're about to see an amazing place. Now, we're going to get loud noises, fire effects, sudden tram movements, and the possibility of getting wet. So get ready to move your phones out of the way. Oh, I used to say cameras. Does anybody even have a camera with them that won't make a phone call? Seriously, if you have one of those with you today, raise your hand so I can admire you. Because you're old school. Do you back there, all the way in the back, or are you pointing at something? You know, isn't it amazing how the technology has changed so fast? You guys know when we make movies these days, TV shows, everything, we do it digitally. We don't use even film anymore. Hey, final safety thing. If you guys have an emergency, you drop something overboard, or you have sound or video problems, or a medical emergency where you need to get our attention, just reach overhead and pull the red cord that runs in the middle of the tram seal. Yep. And I will come back to help you out, okay? And do not feel bad or embarrassed if you got to pull the cord. No big deal. We don't mind. We do not mind. Look, kids, look. It is a very large minion. That is a maxi minion. Now, kids, be on the lookout. We're going to see at least 2 more minions. I don't know how many, but at least 2 more. I know that. Look at all these great movie posters, though. You are in a real movie studio. This is the real deal. We have made more than 8,000 movies. Boy, some very popular movies here, too. We've been making movies for over 100 years. Like over here, I was talking about this one earlier. Hey, I gotta know, if you've ever seen The Grinch, raise your hands. Okay, yeah, you can raise your Grinch thing, too. Okay, hands down. If you've seen it twice, raise your hands. Nice. Okay, I'll try it 3 times. All right, I'm going for it 50 times. Super fans. Super fans. Classic movie. Classic movie. You gotta watch this Christmas time, too. Hey, over here on your left is stage 12. It says The Voice on the wall. You see that? Now, we used to do The Voice in there. We still do that reality game show. You guys know the show The Voice, right? Yeah, but we moved into a different sound stage. If I forget to point it out, it will be in stage 30 a little bit later on our tour. We'll drive I think we'll drive in that area. I think. This route changes all the time depending on production. You are not in the theme park right now. This is a real working studio. And not just kind of a working studio, a crazy, busy working studio. Over here, we've got stages 9, 10, and 11, where we've been working on the comedy Grand Crew. I'm checking for red flashing lights over here. And I do not see any, so I can continue talking. If I see a red light on, I got to turn the microphone off so I don't interfere. Now we're going to go by stage 7 and 8. And I do not see lights on over there either. That is where we work on the TV show Bel Air. You guys know Bel Air? It's a drama, but it's based on the Fresh Prince of Bel Air. That's on Peacock, our streaming network. By the way, kids, a drama is a serious show, and a comedy is a funny show. Okay, there you go. Hey, over down the road here on your left, we've got our main gate. That's where the stars come in. And then we have a big white building just to the left of that. That's where Kelly Clarkson does her talk show. That's stage 1. That's like the beginning of Universal. That's Lankershim Boulevard down there. All right, over here, not a sound stage. Oh, boy. Oh, we are so thrilled to announce that Super Nintendo World will be opening in, let's see, February 17th, 2023 here at Universal Studios Hollywood. If you want updates about Super Nintendo World, check our website or our social media pages. Do we have Nintendo fans on board? Oh, I saw your hand shoot up right there. Okay. Who has played Donkey Kong in an arcade? Well, there you go. Okay, you really are fans. I got respect. That's old school. That's what made Nintendo so famous. That was like back in 1981. I'm thrilled that they're coming here. That's stage 14 we just passed back there. You ever hear of a movie called Jurassic Park? Yeah. If you haven't heard of that movie, you need to get out of the train. No, don't. Nobody jumping out, right, Dean? We did Jurassic Park in there. We did a little bit of, not the entire movie. Some of these movies are big productions and they shoot in more than one soundstage. You know, The Grinch also shot back there in stage 14, but 9 other sound stages, 10 sound stages. And an 11th one just to put the Who's makeup on. They weren't even shooting in that one. 2 more Minions, kids. You guys know the Minions, right? From the Despicable Me movies. We had the big one this summer, The Rise of Gru. And it's back there, it says Illumination Entertainment. They're our friends who make those movies. They are making the new Nintendo movie, by the way. Hey, and a spoiler alert. Plug your ears if you don't want to hear this, okay? Spoiler alert. Okay, here it goes. Mario and Luigi are on a quest to save the princess. Okay, you can listen again. Hey, over here is the Teddy Bear Ted. You guys know those Ted movies with Mark Wahlberg? We've got a new TV show we're doing on them. It'll be coming in 2023. Ted, the television show, will be on Peacock, our streaming network. That's our internet network. You got to sign up for that. You'll see Ted next year. That's where you can now see Bel Air. We showed you where we do the indoor shooting for that. else is on there? So many cool things. Rutherford Falls is another one on Peacock. Now we got all these little bungalows over here on your left. This is for the people behind the scenes, the writers and the directors and the producers. Now you all know what a writer is. I think they write the scripts, the things people say and do. But maybe you don't know what a director or producer does. Well, to kind of simplify it, I'll put it in sports terms. The director is like the coach of the team, and the producer is like the owner of the team. So the producers are with the money. The director's one on the set yelling action and cut, telling the actors what to do. Alfred Hitchcock was one of the greatest directors ever. His office was this building over here on your left. It's got the white awning over the doorway, and that's his silhouette on the wall. Oh, that guy made great movies. He made Psycho, and The Birds, and Rear Window, and Vertigo. Oh, two of my favorites were Jimmy Stewart, Rear Window and Vertigo. Jimmy Stewart, kids, he's in It's a Wonderful Life. Gonna watch that this Christmas Eve on NBC. All right, here's stage 25 and 26 on your left. Same building, two sound stages. 25 is where we've been working on Lopez versus Lopez, starring George Lopez and his daughter Maya. Friday nights on NBC. And then, let's see, okay, there's no light on over here. Stage 26 is on the other side. American Auto, the television comedy starring Anna Gasteyer, has been shooting in there, and they were shooting in there. Last time I was out here, the red light was on, and we had to turn the microphone off. Those buildings are virtually soundproof. They got a lot of insulation on the walls, but they're not 100% soundproof. Look over here on your left. Oh, look at that. We're getting ready to do some shooting out there. That, my friends, that's a little slice of the Big Apple right over there.
Hey everyone, welcome to New York. I got my start right here in New York on Saturday Night Live. This is actually my old neighborhood. What's got mugged over there? An old woman. Tough lady. This is my favorite hot dog guy. Hey buddy, how's it going? Remember me? Just like old times. Gotta love New York City. Hey, I'm walking here. I'm walking here. It's cool, guys. I was just, just walking there. So it's not exactly New York, but a lot of times when you see New York in the movies, it was shot right here on the Universal Metro sets. If you can make it here, you can make it anywhere. Even if you make it here on the Universal lot.
Boy, the things we've made out here. Captain America, the First Avenger, the Amazing Spider-Man. Look at that beautiful wall over there on your left. Isn't that exciting? No? Would you like to see the other side? Oh, okay. Let's do a U-turn, Dean. Are we allowed to go this way? He's taking a U-turn. Look at this. I wish I had a harp that I could play right now. It's the magic of Hollywood right here. So cool. Okay, now you gotta look down every one of these roads. Down that way, that's Rutherford Falls. That's where we do the TV show Rutherford Falls, starring Ed Helms of The Office. By the way, you notice the buildings are kind of thin? They're Hollywood style. You know what Hollywood style means? Fake. Whole town is fake. Maybe I like the word illusion a little bit better, but no, these are not real buildings. Fronts and side, they're just used for the outdoor shooting. Down this road, okay, we've got base camp down there. You see the tents, the mountaineering term base camp? That is where the people who are shooting out here, we're doing a production out here, and that's where they go on their breaks. That is Brownstone Street. Oh, Jim Carrey made one of his movies there.
Praise the dog!
Bruce Almighty.
Inside bad, outside good. Inside bad, outside good.
B-E-A-U. Yeah, how about that? Oh, hey, how about the classic movie The Sting from 1973, starring Robert Redford and Paul Newman? That's shot on Brownstone Street, too. We use these sets all the time. Captain America, the First Avenger, shot out here. The Amazing Spider-Man. Just ahead here, where we're getting ready to do some shooting. Oh, it's for a very hush-hush project. Sometimes for publicity reasons. We don't talk about what shoots here until afterwards. So I can tell you over here, right there where we're setting up right now, a little bistro over there. That is where a week ago we were shooting the brand new Quantum Leap television show. Catch that Monday nights on NBC. It just got picked up for a new season too. So thrilled. We were shooting right over there a week ago. We had fire trucks and flashing lights and smoke, and as we drove by, we had the microphone on so we didn't interfere. Those sets get used all the time, even though they're fake. You see how thin they are, right? Just for the outdoor shooting, and all that brick, that's just fiberglass. As you guys know, Hollywood is based on illusion. It's making things seem real. Okay, we're about to take you to Skull Island. Now, you don't need your 3D glasses just yet. Yes, keep them on. You guys ready for some 3D back there? Hey, by the way, thank you all for visiting us and kicking your holiday off with us. You know, we love having you here. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. Even you guys in the back. That's where I ride when I take you. All right, stay seated, hang on tight. Here's director Peter Jackson to tell you a little bit about this.
It's the original King Kong that made me want to direct movies. I saw that movie on TV when I was about 8 or 9 years old, and I wanted to become a filmmaker. I like films that just take you away from your real life and sweep you up in the television does that. I mean, you're on board the ship yourself on West Island, you're down in Lakestone, creatures from prehistoric times.
All right, glasses on, everybody. Here we go. Get your 3D glasses on and hang on real tight. When the lights came up and it started, you guys were going, oh. I love it. It's pretty spectacular. That's only the half of our 3D. We've got more coming up later, but not till the end of the tour. Okay, so go ahead and take the glasses off. Most of you. Still keeping them on back there? Yeah, okay. Cool. I wish I had a pair. I'd keep them on too. Hey, did you get scared by that at all?
Yes.
No? Okay, did anybody get scared? Okay, listen to me. Kids, if you did get scared, no more giant ape. Okay, that's the scariest thing on the tour. We take care of that early, so you can just relax and enjoy the rest, okay? Now, that was created by Peter Jackson and the special effects team at Weta FX. They're busy making movies. We're thrilled that they did that. They did the special effects for Avatar. The Lord of the Rings movies. And do you know that's called CGI? Computer-generated imagery. I think a lot of you know that, but not everybody. CGI, we use a lot of that. And we'll show you more a little bit later, but it ain't all CGI. Those sets over there, we use them all the time. We're getting ready to shoot right now. We use those sets a lot, trust me. This is a working studio. You know, among the many things we do out there, stunts. So much safer to do the stunts there than in a real city. We did stunts out there for The Fate of the Furious. That was like the 8th Fast and Furious movie. Made it look like London. You know, we call it New York Street. We make it look like anywhere. We turned it into Chicago for a classic movie. You guys remember the Blues Brothers? We made it look like Chicago.
When the Pinto fell and you saw it land and make this big hole in the street, that was on the back lot. You dropped it from a crane. You dig like that in Chicago.
But a good idea to do it out here. So we do lots of stunts. Those cars that you just saw, by the way, for the Blues Brothers, a classic movie. Those cars are called picture cars. Anytime you see a vehicle in a movie or a TV show, it's a picture car. They don't have to be for stunts, and they don't even have to be cars. Any vehicle, basically, that you see in a movie or a TV show. You know, we got a different word for everything in Hollywood, so we call them picture cars. We got some very famous ones up ahead. We got some gorgeous cars up ahead here. This first one is a 32 Deuce Coupe, a classic. That's from American Graffiti. That's a gorgeous car. Look at this. We repainted Magnum PI's Ferrari. Doesn't it look brand new? Now, Magnum PI was done in Hawaii with Tom Selleck. That's called location shooting. Do we have Harry Potter fans on board by any chance? Yeah? Okay, take a look over here. We got the little blue car from the Chamber of Secrets. Harry and Ron missed the train, so they had to ride that car all the way to Hogwarts. Landed in the Whomping Willow. Would you look at this, though? This is brand new on our lot. I think we just put it out here yesterday. The Fry's Electronics van from Nope. The big movie Nope from Jordan Peele. We're going to show you sets from that. But do you guys remember Fry's Electronics? Do we have people here from Southern California or perhaps Arizona? I think maybe. I look at that, guys, and I almost want to start crying. I miss Fry's. I miss them. No, this is not a paid advertisement. They're not in business anymore. We had one in Burbank with a UFO. They always had themes to them. Remember the one in Woodland Hills had like a Alice in Wonderland theme too. We'll show you more things from that movie Nope a little bit later. But right now, we got some stuff from the dinosaur movies up ahead here.
Welcome to Jurassic Park.
In Jurassic World, we had the new one this summer, Jurassic World Dominion. You know, Jurassic World began as a book by author Michael Crichton. Director Steven Spielberg is one of the most famous directors ever. He made the first 2 Jurassic Park movies. Now, this scene on your monitors is from The Lost World in 1997. The RV in this scene is over here on the left. A very big picture. But Steven Spielberg also directed the original Jurassic Park. It came out in 1993, 30 years ago almost. Oh, we got spinning dinosaurs up here. Dinosaurs are They're just saying hello. Hey, does anybody know what that big dinosaur on the left is? Okay, that is a Spinosaurus. Let me tell you how I found out. Because I was calling it a T-Rex. I don't know, a few months ago, some kid, I was calling it a T-Rex, some kid in the front car yells at me, "Hey, that's a Spinosaurus!" So right after I kicked him out, I looked it up and it turned out, it was a Spinosaurus. I was calling it a T-Rex. Thank you, kid, from a while back. Now up ahead here, we're going to show you how we used to do special effects. We didn't always have the computers, the CGI, so we would do things mechanically, and that's what we're going to show you over here. We're going to show you an old school thunderstorm. Sound effects and lights. This is called a practical special effect, and when we say a practical effect, we're basically talking about a mechanical effect. Okay, so we can turn this on, and let's go ahead and turn it off.
Wow.
Or turn it on. Okay, there you go. I got it mixed up. So it's sound effects and lights and sprinklers.
Oh, no. Sound turn
down out here because we're shooting in the vicinity and we don't want to interfere. Just ahead, we're going to in fact drive through it. We were shooting the new Quantum Leap show out here just a couple weeks ago. All right, so there's the. Okay, let's go ahead and turn this off now. That's enough. And cut. shortcut. Oh no. Oh no. They're stuck on. Oh, look at this. Look at this. We got a, oh boy. We got a flash of blood. I warned you about water. Oh, that was huge. Are you guys in car 3 all right? Wow. Hey, take a look at this. That was in the movie Big Fat Liar. By the way, that's all recycled water. Here's where Quantum Leap was shooting just a few weeks ago. This area right here was in Nacho Libre with Jack Black. How about the classic comedy Three Amigos? The Steve Martin Short and Chevy Chase right there. Those are some of the oldest sets in Hollywood. This place is chock full of incredible history. Oh, we're about halfway through the tour. Let me just remind you, if you have an emergency, pull the red cord in the middle of the tram ceiling. But hey, what would a movie studio be without the Wild West? This area is known as 6 Points, Texas.
Maybe you're just going to stir things up.
Oh, we were shooting out here just about a week ago for the TV comedy Killing It, starring Craig Robinson, who became really famous on The Office. He does a lot of things. Does those pizza commercials too.
Mine hit the ground first.
That is Kirk Douglas.
Mine was taller.
And that is the dude, John Wayne. Oh boy, classic guy. You know, all the big stars in Hollywood have been out here over the years. You know who was here not too long ago? Brad Pitt and Leo DiCaprio. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, Quentin Tarantino's movie did shooting here. I love that. I'm such a big Quentin Tarantino fan. Love Pulp Fiction. So cool that it's shot out here. But these sets have been used in tons and tons of things. When we shoot here, usually we cover the road with dirt. We were doing this Quantum Leap actually out here a little over a month ago. I've been shooting all over on the back lot. Had the road covered with dirt. Couldn't take the tram down because it would have left tracks. We always alter the route depending on production. This is not the theme park here. Production is always the #1 priority. But these buildings, they're just like New York Street. They are facades, fakes, fronts and sides. A great example is this last one down here on your left. You can see you got to put curtains up if you're going to be shooting there, or you would see the sound stages in the back. And that, I remember, there's stage 30. It's where we do The Voice now. And actually, The Voice shoots in all 4 of these, 30 through 33, but they do the majority of their production down in stage 30. They moved down here. It's just a lot more room. These are new sound stages, too. They're not even the newest on our lot. We built even newer ones. But that's where we do a lot of reality game shows. We did American Song Contest there not too long ago with Kelly Clarkson and Snoop Dogg. But yeah, we building new sound stages. So our total amount now, 36. 36 sound stages. This place is huge, but we do most of the production on the sound stages. Those are some of the newest buildings on our lot. Up ahead, some of the oldest. This area coming up ahead of us is Old Mexico. It is historic. Old Mexico, Little Europe, excuse me. Little Europe is where we practically invented monster movies. This is where we did the classics. I'm talking about the old black and white movies like Frankenstein and Dracula. Do you kids, you know the name Frankenstein?
Yep.
You saying yes? Okay, do you know Dracula?
Yes.
Don't know Dracula? Dracula was a vampire. But I'm not going to tell you what a vampire is. You have to watch the movie. You can see these sets in black and white in those old movies. 1930s and earlier. How about back there? Are you staying warm? Or are you just waving to stay warm? Hey, these sets still get used all the time. Not too long ago, we turned this into the good place.
You, Eleanor Shellstrop, are dead.
Cool.
This location, the afterlife. I've never ever seen this. You're in the good place.
I'm not supposed to be here. I can't risk going to the bad place.
Maybe it's not all that bad.
How can I help you?
What is the bad place like?
Well, it doesn't sound awesome.
Yeah, how about that? The good place looks awesome, though, doesn't it? Beautiful. Yes, these sets still get used a lot. Oh, all the time. Let's see, about a week ago, Grand Crew was shooting out here. Hi guys. Hello. Do you guys know that where monster movies were invented? Are your VIP guides telling you that? Hey, we still use these. We did the movie that's on Netflix now, The School for Good and Evil, starring Kerry Washington and Charlize Theron. That did shooting out there. But oh boy, the history. I'm not kidding about those monster movies. It's such an important part of our history here. Those monster movies really put us on the map. It was back in the 1930s. Now, we've been making movies since 1914. In fact, the first one we did was a silent movie called Damon and Pythias, but we really came into our own in the 1930s when we started making the classic monster movies. Bride of Frankenstein, what a great movie. All right, we're going to take you into stage 50. You do not need 3D glasses in here. Don't worry about putting those on, okay? But definitely stay seated and hang on tight. This is our subway station. It's always a subway station set. It was on the TV show Bones a little while back.
Look, they're sweets.
He looks very upset.
When I talked to him, said the guy died in his arms.
You guys with the FBI?
FBI, yeah. We hear about the human remains.
That's him. Right over there.
You alright?
Oh, yeah. It's always a subway in here. These are permanent sets. Most of our other sound stages, we take everything down and we just start from scratch on the next production. But this one's always a subway. Look how it looks like we're setting up on the left. Okay, we are not. That is a mock-up. We have something over there that we really don't use anymore, and that's the film camera. It's got the two canisters up on top that will hold the film. We do things digitally nowadays. Same technology that your phones have, basically. You know, a little more sophisticated. But, okay, I think we may just have had a little bit of a blooper. Either that or we just drove into a sinkhole. We wanted you to experience 0 G's for a little bit. No, I'm not sure what's happening. I think we're having a little bit of a glitch here. So, yeah, the doors are open. I think we're going to have to get out of here. Something must have happened. Sometimes things happen. We get little bloopers. Let me show you this. This is a scene that's shot in here. This is earlier on that same episode of Bones. And yes, this is normally our earthquake. So sorry about that.
What's going on?
Wow. That's a mess.
About that. Okay, that's a blooper. We get bloopers in movies too. Perfect opportunity to show you some bloopers. Sorry about that. Don't know exactly what happened. It's a mechanical effect, you know, a practical effect, and sometimes they do glitch. More and more though, we're using the CGI. Let me show you some great examples of the CGI we're using. You know, we talk about monster movies. So many of the examples you're seeing here are monsters. Well, now you know. It's like the most important part of our history here at Universal. We still make them. Look at that. But of course, in the early days, we didn't have the computers. Like back in 1975, when we created a movie that had a giant shark in it. The movie Jaws from 1975. Steven Spielberg made that movie. What a classic. Take a look over here. We caught the shark. And it turns out he wasn't as big as we thought. They kept saying it was like 25 feet. I think they were exaggerating a little bit. When it comes to sharks, you're allowed to exaggerate. We got him. Wait a minute, maybe we didn't get him. Uh-oh. Ominous music and another fin in the water. I think we got the wrong... Look at it, he's heading right for us. Oh, no, he's turning. Okay, wait a minute, there's a diver out there. Dude, get back in the boat. Hey, diver. Oh, no. Folks, don't look. Don't look. No, you're all still looking. All right, I'll tell you what. You can look, but don't jump out. Okay. Stay seated. Clear the area. He's saying, hey, that guy shouldn't have been out there. He should have been nowhere near that yellow barrel that's out in the water. There's bait tied to that. At least there was. It's been out there for so long. I think oh, look at this. Look at this. He just pulled out the whole dock. How big is this thing anyway? Wow. Never mind that. Where's the shark? Where'd he go? Where is he? Oh, there he is. Yeah, that's Bruce. You know that shark's name is Bruce? You guys know the story behind that? You might have heard it. Steven Spielberg named him after his lawyer. It's a true story. It's a classic movie. But that is a movie that had a little bit of trouble. You know how we talk about having trouble with practical effects and mechanical things? Well, that shark in the movie Jaws was nothing but trouble.
That's a much more shark. The shark was frustrating. It didn't really work all the time. It didn't work at all.
Wherever you were on the island, you could hear the radio waves. They were always saying, the shark is not working. Repeat, the shark is not working.
We just waited around. We just waited and waited.
The shark was well enough for a while there. It's like, we started a lot.
Yeah. Hey, that movie, Jaws, was shot on Martha's Vineyard. That's back on the East Coast. It's like off the coast of Massachusetts. Okay. But these sets have been used in a whole bunch of things. In fact, for a long time, that was Cabot Cove, Maine, on Murder, She Wrote, starring the late, great Angela Lansbury. You know, we just lost her about a month ago. What a talent. Hey, she's in the movie Mrs. Santa Claus, then shot on New York Street on our lot. Watch that this holiday season as a little tribute to one of the most talented people in Hollywood, the great Angela Lansbury. Now, those sets are just used for the outdoor shooting, too. And that's the way most of the sets are, facades. We do have exceptions, though. And one of those exceptions is coming up on your right-hand side here up the hill, the Chicken Ranch. Oh, it's been in a lot of things. In fact, 30 years ago, the original Quantum Leap was shooting in there. Yep, just a few weeks ago, the brand new one was. A 30-year leap in time. Scott Bakula did it back in 1993. Recently, it was Raymond Lee doing the lead, baby. How about that? But that has an interior to it. Most of the sets do not. These houses up ahead are all fake facades. The one directly ahead of us, the darker green one with the mirror in the yard, that was Matlock's house. That was Andy Griffith's house from Matlock. That's called Colonial Street. Tons of things have shot out there over the years. Oh yeah, movies like The Burbs with Tom Hanks, Casper, starring Christina Ricci. Music videos like Nellyville. Yeah. For years, that street was Wisteria Lane. That was home to ABC's Desperate Housewives. Yeah, that's an ABC show and we're NBC. You know why they came over here? The other studios and networks do not have backlots like this anymore. So they come over and shoot here. Everybody pretty much gets along. But all the other studios come over and shoot here. And we use everything. Even this area right here. This is Wilderness Road. The middle of nowhere in the middle of LA. We've used it for things like the TV show 911, the Netflix movie